Hello, welcome to my channel. These cards are speaking. So today I'm going to do a collective message, and this is going to be for Scorpio. So this, if you have any placements, any Scorpio placements in your chart, then this message is for you. It may or may not resonate with you, and that's fine. That just means that this is not your reading today. But if it do, I ask that you would like it because it helps my channel. And if you get some confirmation or some type of clarity out of it, I ask that you would like it also. If it's some type of inspiration or word of encouragement, that you would like it also because it helps my channel. Helps me connect with your energy. And this message will be for, like I said, Scorpio, and that is for subscribers or anyone who is watching. Anyone who is watching. Father, actually give us a good message that is for our highest good. You protect my energy, you protect the viewer's energy. You tell me the story as I see it so I can convey it to the viewer. You see, I changed the setup yet again because I'm trying to get it just right. Cards in the view of the screen. Alright, so let's get started. This is a collective message for Scorpio placements. Any placements. We're going to pull a card and get the overall energy, and then we'll see what Spirit has to say. Right, Spirit, what is the overall energy for the Scorpio collective? What is the overall energy? What is the overall energy? Wheel of Fortune. And see, that came out during a pre-shuffle. So this is a fated event. Something is turning to your favor. A fated event. Something you've been hoping for, wishing for, maybe even something you've been believing for and didn't think it was ever going to happen. But it is going to happen because this is a fated event. Things are turning in your favor, Scorpio. All right, so let's see what Spirit has to say. All right, Spirit, what is it that we need to know? Two of Cups. Right out the gate, huh? Two of Cups. So it's going to be some equal give of love. Also, I'm hearing self-love. You're going to be giving to yourself self-love equally. The same way that you give out to others, you're going to make sure that now you give to yourself, because you realize you are the most important person that you have to take care of. Everybody will pull and take and want me, and then you can give and totally forget about yourself. Knight of Swords. Something's coming in quickly. Some type of news or some type of communication is coming in quickly, which is going to have you not guarded, but have you making sure that you're walking in that self-love. Maybe something is going to trigger you, and then you're going to have to remember self-love. You got to put me first. You have to put me first. All right, Spirit, what else we need to know? The Lovers. It's a choice. So you have the Two of Cups, and then you have the Lovers here. So that is a choice. So you're going to have to make a decision. Something is coming in that's going to cause you to make a decision, and that decision is going to be putting someone else first or putting you first. That's what that self-love is. Putting you first. Making sure that you're creating boundaries, because takers don't have any. So you making sure you create those boundaries and making sure that you are putting yourself first, because you can't give from an empty cup. And the bottom of the deck is the 8 of Swords. So some type of self-imprisonment. Your thinking in the past have made you feel selfish when you did put yourself first. But you now realize that that doesn't get you anywhere. That gets you lacking, that gets you hurt, that gets you broken, that gets you putting the pieces back together. All right, Spirit, what's coming in for Scorpio that they have to make a decision? What's coming in that they have to make a decision for Scorpio? What's coming in? 2 Swords, another 2. Something that you maybe didn't want to face, something that you didn't want to make a decision on. It's here in your lap right now, where you're going to have to take the blinders off and deal with it. It's at your doorstep, and you're going to have to deal with it. All right, Spirit, give me some more on this for Scorpio. It's something that they don't want to face, the decision that they don't want to have to make. I'm hearing codependent. Maybe in the past you've been codependent. You've let other people make a decision based on neediness, based on acceptance. It puts you in a state of mind of you being selfish because you have a desire to put yourself first. But if you walk in codependency, then you definitely put yourself last because you want to be a people pleaser. Okay. All right, Spirit. What else you got for Scorpio? 10 of Swords. Something is coming to an end. That way of thinking, that mindset is coming to an end. Because now it's time to move on to bigger and better things. No more being codependent. It's time to put Scorpio first. And say these cups, for this 2 of cups is standing out as far as, you've always wanted to be equal, give and take. You give and in hopes of receiving, but it doesn't always happen like that. And then you end up in a codependent state. Well, now you're going to learn to pull back. If it's not being reciprocated, then you can't give anymore. That's operating in self-love. That's operating in putting you first. All right, Spirit. What else do we need to know? The Devil. Yep. Just go back along with that codependency. You have felt chained, you felt bound, you felt almost obsessed in a way, because this is all that you knew. So this is all new for you. You're breaking the chains of not being able to make a decision of putting you first. That is of the past. That's not something that you're operating anymore. And then the same way with this Lovers, it's 2 people. And this Devil, and it's the 2 people. The Lovers is, in this case, the Lovers is a choice. And this Devil, I feel it's the same thing. You can walk in it, you can continue to walk in the codependency, or you can put an end to it. Let's see. Bottom of the deck is the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords speaks their mind. The Queen of Swords say what they have to say. Sometimes it can be cutting, and that's something that you're definitely not used to, Scorpio, but you're evolving. This is a new Scorpio. You're evolving and stepping into what you should have stepped in, what you should have been stepping in anyway. All right, Spirit, tell us, what is the advice? What is the advice for Scorpio in this? What is the advice? Page of Wands. Yep, a fresh new beginning, a fresh new passion, a fresh new eyes, a fresh new way to think of this, a fresh new way of doing things, because what you've done in the past wasn't working. It's almost like having like a childlike faith, but for yourself. Renewing that childlike faith, that innocence for yourself. Like, what do you want to do? How do you want to do it? What makes Scorpio happy? Not thinking about anybody else, not putting anyone else first, but what makes Scorpio happy? You know, you picture a toddler, they want what they want when they want it. You know, they have tantrums because they want what they want when they want it. You know, and that's almost sort of kind of the same kind of mind frame and boundaries that we have to put up when we put ourselves first. All right, Spirit, what else do we have? Look at that again. The Eight of Swords, that self-imprisonment, that mind. It's like a battle. It's a struggle on the inside. It almost feels like you're wrong, or this is wrong in a sense, because you've operated that in so long that you've gotten used to it. I looked at the bottom of the deck and we have the Justice. You know, things need to be balanced in your life. Like I say, if you're giving, you should be receiving. Create some boundaries. Boundaries. When someone crosses that boundaries, it's like we saw that Queen of Swords to come up. You speak up for yourself. This Knight of Swords is coming in. It's going to be a test. It's going to be an opportunity for you to walk in this newfound revelation, this newfound way of taking care of me. You know, the overall energy with the Wheel of Fortune, this was fated. This is where you are heading. This is where Spirit needs you to go on your journey. All right, Spirit, give us one more. And then we're going to clarify the King of Swords. Yeah, the King of Swords, they are analytical. They speak. So this is, I feel a lot about, and there's another 2. So you have a 2 of Wands, 2 of Cups, 2 of Swords. You have the 2 of Wands, 222, which is an angel number as far as like direction and guidance. So this is Spirit's way of letting you know that this is what they want you to begin to walk in. It's speaking up for yourself. I'm going to say this King of Swords, it's analytical. It's going to speak. It's going to speak the truth. It's wise. It uses wisdom. You know, and as a Scorpio, you have all these inside of you anyway. But we can tend to suppress them because we don't want to come across cutting. And we don't want to, feel like we're hurting people's feelings, but yet all along we could be trampled upon because we don't create any boundaries. So this fated event, these things are turning into your favor, is what spirits want you to focus on. I think the main message here is to make sure you create boundaries and face what is in front of you, making sure you're putting yourself first. I did all that shuffling and still the 2 of Wands on the bottom. Alright, so let's do some clarification. I'm going to use the everyday deck just to clarify and get some more information. Alright, Spirit, why is this 2 of Cups here? Why is this 2 of Cups here for Scorpio? Why is this 2 of Cups here for Scorpio? What is it that they need to know? 2 of Cups. The 5 of Cups. Yep. You are focusing on, or you have been looking at what you have been giving out and not getting in return. Like, you give out 3, which is over half of what you have, and you're left with just the 2. So you're left with, you are in a position of giving out more than what you're left with. And so you need to find a balance within yourself to make sure it's always equal reciprocity. Like I said, you start to see you giving out more, you're like, whoa, we need to back up. You need to back up, because you're going to give from an empty cup. You're going to be depleted. You're going to begin to operate out of bitterness, because you're not going to want to speak up for yourself. But it's time to speak up. Make sure that you're operating in self-love and putting you first. All right, so Spirit, what is this Knight of Swords? The Knight of Pentacles is something slow moving. So this is something that should have been happening a long time ago. This is something that you've always done. You've probably been like this all your life. You've operated in this, didn't think anything else about it. You move quickly and making decisions, putting the other people first, and Spirit is wanting you to slow down. Make sure you're thinking this out, making sure you're putting yourself first, making sure that you're hearing what the Spirit is saying. A lot of times you might be doing something that Spirit doesn't even want you to do, but just out of custom and just out of being a codependent, you do. Being the empath. And then the Lovers is clarified by the 6 of Wands. Recognition. Maybe this is something, the recognition being, I'm hearing spotlight. Hold on. Not being comfortable with the spotlight. So the 6 of Wands is clarifying the Lovers. Could say this is a choice. You're going to have to embrace the spotlight, because when you elevate and you begin to walk in what you're called to, there is no choice but to have the spotlight on you. People are going to look at you and say, oh, Scorpio new now. Scorpio, he don't do what they used to do. Yeah, Scorpio is new. Scorpio's putting themselves first. In the bottom of the deck. But this is the 8 of Wands. It's easy just to stay in that same mind frame, but it's time to break out of that. It's time to break out of that. All right, Spirit, why is this 2 of Wands here? I'm sorry, 2 of Swords here for Scorpio. What is this 2 of Swords here for Scorpio? Temperance. Yep, this healing. It's going to be the healing of the heart, healing of the mind, because this is going to be new, and it may even feel painful. It may even feel painful to put yourself first. When you are empathetic, when you are codependent, you tend to, like I said, put everyone else first, and then you manage your own hurt, your own disappointment, your own bitterness on your own. Well, it's going to be healing in that area. When you begin to face what you is put in front of you, and that is for you putting yourself first. When you begin to make decisions, putting yourself first, and you're going to feel that teeter totter of like, oh, I don't know. You're going to feel it. It's going to feel foreign, but as you do that, you're going to be healing that codependency. You're going to be healing that need or that idea or that thought that you should put other people first, or you should make sure everyone else is taken care of. Because the person who ends up getting hurt is Scorpio. Scorpio silently has to put the pieces back together. All right, Spirit, what is the Ten of Swords here? What's the Ten of Swords here for Scorpio? The Knight of Cups. Yes. People are going to come and they're going to bring you their problems. They're going to bring you their issues. And you're going to have to know when the buck stops here. So this Knight of Cups is clarifying the Ten of Swords. And the Ten of Swords is an ending to something. So the ending is feeling the need to cross over when people bring you their issues, when people want to dump on you. Because being an empath, being emotional, being codependent, it's easy to get sucked in that because you want to fix everything. And that's not what Spirit's wanting you to do anymore. In fact, you're probably tired of it. You're probably like, enough is enough. You're asking yourself, like, when can I stop? You can stop now. Spirit is saying you can stop now. This message, this reading is for you to know that you can stop now being codependent, and that you can put yourself first. That it is okay to say no. Life will still go on. They will find somebody else, and you can save your energy. You can save your peace of mind. So put in the comments, I can say no and everything will be fine. I can say no and everything will be fine. All right, Spirit, what is this Devil here? Ace of Pentacles. It's a new beginning. It's a new beginning. That is of the old. That is of the past. It's a new offer of a new beginning, a new way of life. Yep. And the Two of Pentacles is on the bottom. No more juggling. You don't have to juggle anymore. This is all about just making a decision. You decide. It's your choice. It's your free will. You can choose to be codependent, or you can choose to be independent. And they're going to say, oh, Scorpio new. Oh, Scorpio different. Yeah, Scorpio is. Just say, yep, Scorpio is. All right, Spirit, what is this Page of Wands here for? Thank you for the messages so far. Page of Wands for Scorpio. The Eight of Swords again. Eight of Swords. You are really struggling with this. It's almost because it feels wrong. It feels wrong because you've operated in it so long. But it's time to untie these cords and let it go. You don't have to. Take the blindfold off and let this self-imprisonment go. And then you begin to make your own decisions. How does Scorpio want to live? What does Scorpio want to do? What makes Scorpio happy? You go to bed and you wake up, your day off. What does Scorpio want to do? What will make Scorpio happy? Get out of the self-imprisonment that it's your job to make everybody happy. What does Scorpio want to do? What puts a smile on Scorpio's face? Ask yourself that. Meditate on that. Study that. A lot of times we get caught up in codependency and depending on and make sure everyone else is taken care of. We lose ourselves and we don't even know what we like or don't like. All right. What is this Eight of Swords here? What else does Scorpio need to know? Four of Pentacles. It's time to be stingy. I'm hearing stingy. It's time for Scorpio to be stingy. What does Scorpio want to do? Guard your heart. Same way this person has the pentacles over their heart. They got the pentacles like tucked in under their skirt, and their feet is like holding it in. Begin to guard your energy that same way, because people are going to pull on it. People can come and confide in you. They can talk to you. They know they can always count on you. And I'm not saying they won't ever not count on you again, but you have got to put yourself first. And Spirit is calling you to a higher level of Scorpio, and that is putting you first. So you're gonna have to guard your heart. For out of it are the issues of life. When you guard your heart, you have boundaries. You wouldn't let someone come in your home and steal and take from you, right? Not without putting up a fight. When you guard your energy the same way, you guard your heart the same way. Don't let people just come in and just take without reciprocating. You're giving and giving and giving till you're completely depleted. Okay, King of Swords. This King of Swords here for Scorpio. The devil again. Bondage, obsession. Hearing speaking the truth. Speaking the truth. And you can do it in love. And you can do it in love. And not to be in bondage, not to feel entangled in this. You can speak the truth and let it go. The same way these ropes are in the hand, at any moment they can fall. These ropes are loosely around their neck and they can fall. They are held there by their own thoughts, by their own will. And at any time, if they walk away, it's going to slide out of their hand, it's going to fall off their neck, and they can go on their merry way. And it's the same thing, because life will go on. And the bottom of the deck for this one is the Six of Cups. And Six of Cups is finding love for yourself again. Love, Scorpio, love yourself. Love yourself. No one is going to love Scorpio how Scorpio needs to be loved if you can't love yourself. And you can't love yourself if you're not putting yourself first. If you put everybody, there's a list from 1 to 10, and Scorpio, you're like number 16. You're going to run out of love even before you get to you. So move yourself up to the top of the list and love yourself. And love yourself. Let's get some Moonology cards and let's see what Moonology has to say. Thank you, Spirit, for the messages so far for Scorpio. What is some Moonology and guidance that you have for Scorpio as they learn to put themselves first? What do you have for Scorpio, Spirit? What do you want to say to Scorpio? Come on, card is stuck. Attuned to the divine. Yes, the divine will never leave you astray. The divine has the answer. This is new moon in Pisces. Attuned to the divine. The divine will tell you when to move, when to walk away, when to give, when to say yes, and when to say no. Thank you, Spirit, for that. Let's get one more. Go deeper. New moon in Scorpio. New moon. Pisces and Scorpio. They're both water signs. So they're both empathic. Well, I can't say that word. They're both in touch with their intuition. So use your intuition. Use your intuition when you're making these decisions, when you're putting yourself first. But with this go deeper inside of Scorpio. Like I said earlier, what does Scorpio want to do? What does Scorpio like? How does Scorpio want to spend vacation? What does Scorpio want to do on a vacation? On the day off. Attune to the divine and go deeper. Begin to meditate. All right, let's get some angel answers. And then we'll call it a day. I think this is a good word. In the near future. All right, in the near future, you're going to tap into this and become a better Scorpio. You're going to tap into what this is probably already confirming for you. This is something that's already going on in your life.